These are the top 5 most brutal scenes in Terrifier 3. Now, I know there's a lot of brutal kills in Terrifier 3, but if you don't like my list, eat a carrot. Starting off with some honorable mentions, we have the mall scene. The reason why this is not in the top 5 is because they showed everything off screen. But there's a very good reason for that. This man's art was handing out gifts to children at the mall, and one guy opened a present and went boom. Poor kid, because he thought he was getting something special in that gift. But once he opened that box, it was wraps. No pun intended. Another honorable mention is going to go to my boy Chris Jericho in the hospital, but this man fucking blew. How are you a WWE champion and can't withhold anything? At least put him a fight, do a fucking code breaker or something. Even hit him with the walls of Jericho. If you would have hit that, I think I would have lost it. But this man's face got torn apart. Coming into the fifth spot, we have the opening scene. I know a lot of people are going to put this much higher, but it was so overhyped. Once again, they showed pretty much everything off screen. But I really do feel bad for this little girl right here because she thought Santa Claus was on the top of her roof. And sorry to break it to you, but that's not Santa, and there's no reindeer. And she had to witness every single thing. She was on a stealth mission because she thought Santa Claus was in her house. But once she saw Arthur Clown go up the stairs and into her brother's room, her thoughts changed immediately. The little brother thought it was her going into his room again, but that was not the case. And then 2 seconds later, you hear squishity squash for at least 1 minute. Art was not stopping, but once again, showed off screen, which is good. Then he goes into the parents' room, and the father got the same treatment that his child did. A straight bloodbath in the sheets, and that mother tried to run. But at this moment in time, you're just screwed. He's hungry, and he's not letting you get away. A couple minutes later, after a decent fight, she just gets axed. After the long-fought battle, Arthur Clown sits down and eats the cookies. But here's something in the distance, which was the girl in the cabinet. Now, we don't know if she survived or not, but we can pretty much say that she didn't. In the fourth spot, I'm putting the Santa Claus scene in the bar. This was my favorite scene in the movie, and it was hilarious. But I absolutely love the uniqueness behind this death. A liquid nitrogen gun to the body was absolutely brutal. Then after, when your bones are complete ice, you just get hit with a hammer, like, ooh. That's a tough way to go. At number 3, we're going to put this whole attic scene with the glass shard and the box cutter. This was just a normal worker trying to get his job done and then ran into Arthur Clown in the attic. And man, oh man, did he go out. He didn't go out easy though. It was painful. Art went into his Mickey Mouse Cthulhu weaponry and picked out the box cutter. Scraped his head open and then ripped his skull. Meanwhile, while that was happening, Victoria was getting off with a glass fucking shard. Huh? I'm done. I'm out. Number 2, I'm putting the shower scene. Most people are going to have this as number 1, but I also thought this was overhyped. But that's not saying it was brutal because this shit went crazy. Mia and Cole were unlucky here and just got overheard by Arthur Clown himself. The convo she was having, no. Come here, Mia. Come here. We are not smelling Art the Clown, bro. Like, no. We do not want to stare into his soul. No. What are you on about? Like, that's why you fucking died. And later on, they go into the bathroom, and then it's all said and done. Art came in, took a piss, and then, went into his Duffy. Looked at his weaponry and pulled out a fucking chainsaw. And proceeds to go crazy and takes out Mia and Cole. Mia's getting sliced and diced, and then Cole gets his leg sliced where he can't run, and, it's nice. Fuck, it's not nice. What am I talking about? Cole, you trying to pay for my doctor bill for my balls, bro? That fucking hurt. Getting sliced up the crack. You know, taking the balls with him. Sliced in half all the way to the fucking top of the dome piece. I got one question for you, Mia. How did Art smell? Did he smell like roses or some shit? Maybe a vanilla candle? At number 1, I'm putting the rat scene. I don't like rats. I don't like rodents, bro. It's just not for me. But gripping the rat, like you're loving it, and then putting it down someone's fucking throat, I feel so bad for Sienna's aunt because this is definitely the number 1 most brutal thing that happened in this entire movie. Getting a tube shoved down your throat, twisted, and then hammered down like, ooh, nah. I still can't believe that Stuart Little went down the tube in someone's throat. Just thinking about that scene, thinking about a rat hitting my throat with his greasy ass tail. No, I'm not having none of that. Like, this is number 1 for sure. Let me know your top 5 most brutal scenes in Terrifier 3.